In this mortal world, there are 7 deadly sins. Sins so horrible that we can never be forgiven for them. And today, we're going to find out what monsters embody each of those sins. Alright, so the first 2 are Gluttony and Wrath, and those are easy and don't take much. First, we have Devil Joe. He literally runs on hunger. He's never full, never satisfied, and will keep attacking and keep eating. The next one is Wrath, and that's obvious for Zhang, because he's the only one pissed off enough that he will follow you till the ends of Earth until you're either dead or he finds a stronger monster that he gets pissed off about too. So, on to the next one is... Next we have the Sin of Lust, and this one's actually kind of easy, but not a lot of people that I know of actually know the reason why. And for the lust, we have Mitsuzune. The reason why is, 1, this is the only monster where you can go up to the females at any time, pet them, do whatever, and they will not attack you.
There's the target. And
most of the time for the males, it's the same thing. But during mating season, they get overly aggressive, and that's why we have to hunt them. So, they're mad because they can't get it on. And to me, that's like the closest thing to us that I think we can get out of monster games. For greed, we have a few monsters, like the only ones that steal, to include Chameleos, but Chameleos doesn't really seem like a greedy monster. So we're gonna try to find another one. And what I found was the Monster Hunter Generation Ultimate Final Monster, Atoll Ka. This mantis will literally sack villages and fortresses just to hoard everything to make his house bigger and collect treasures. And he will keep doing it, never satisfied. That sounds pretty greedy to me. He just wants a bigger house, he just wants more stuff. He doesn't need it. He's already strong enough with the Uptown Nesto, the giant fortress that he fights you with, but he still wants to be stronger. And on to the next one. So, confession. These next 3, these next 3 are kind of reaching for it, maybe. But to tell you the truth, I have nothing else to go on for the sins of sloth, pride, and envy. So, we're just gonna roll with it, and I'm gonna reach as far as I can, and somehow make sense of it. Now, for pride, I was really thinking about Zenogre. And just because the way he moves, he seems so prideful in his movements. But nothing lore-based ever shows him being prideful in anything. But what I did find was the Black Elder Dragon of Elements, Elatrion. He will attack anything that comes into his territory and attack anything that flies. It gives no reason to do it, so to me that just shows that he doesn't want anything to fly because he wants to be the only flyer. That sounds a lot like pride to me. And for Sloth, I'm actually gonna choose Arzuros for this one. Only reason is because something they added in Monster Hunter Rise. You see, if you get attacked with his bear hug, while you have honey in your inventory, he will literally stop attacking you and eat the honey. He's that lazy that he sees honey, he just forgets all about you and just wants to eat it. There's no real reason why either. And I know you can kind of put that into Gluttony, but he doesn't attack because of Gluttony. And so that's why I'm putting him as the Sin of Sloth. Alright, last one is Envy, and before we get into the monster, let's read the definition of Envy. The definition of envy is a feeling of discontented or resentful longing aroused by someone else's possessions, qualities, or luck. Why am I starting with this one? Well, envy was literally the hardest one to find. I couldn't find any monster that showed wanting to be part of someone. They didn't use other parts except for Fatalis's case of we killed their monsters and used their body parts, so he pretty much takes revenge by doing the same to us. And monsters like Nursilla, who use other monsters' body parts to counteract their weaknesses. But I have to pick a monster, and for this monster we're talking about the little cats of Malinx. Now, they do steal stuff. So, is that greed? Not really. Because if you look at it, they only steal one thing. It's not even the most expensive thing you have in your inventory at any time. But after they steal it, they do this cute little dance. Like, they're so proud of themselves. They're so happy they accomplished something that they always wanted. They got something very special. They were envious of something that you had, and they took it. And then they just turn and run. They don't stay and fight. They try to get out of there with it after doing a little celebration dance. I really did try. I've read through a lot of monsters. Pretty much every monster, their behavior, etymologies, their everything. I could not find anything for envy. So this one was probably the biggest reach. Maybe Azuros was bigger, but that's who I'm choosing for envy. But if you like this, thumbs up. Didn't, thumbs down. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you next time.